Noelle and I walked to town together, side by side. Our conversation is idle and meandering, going nowhere in particular. It simply flows, with no real course, like a river. It's kind of amazing that I've been able to reconnect with Noelle like this, after I haven't seen her in for 2 years. I came so close to destroying this relationship, or friendship, also, with my own hands. All because I was stupid. I was self-centered and selfish, and didn't realize just how important she was to me. Having her beside me, smiling gently, is a comfort. This is how it should be. We should be together like this, I think. It just feels right. And yet, at the same time, I can't help but feel just a little bit anxious. Maybe it was selfish of me to ditch Amu in favor of Noelle. Isn't Amu supposed to be my friend too? No. There's no supposed to be about it. Amu is my friend. My childhood friend. She really is close to me. But Amu will be fine, won't she? She's headstrong and confident, able to overcome any disappointment with ease, like a dog shaking water out of its fur, although that might not be such a flattering comparison. Amu doesn't brood over things for very long. She says being sad is pointless, a waste of time. Why be sad when you can be happy? So I shouldn't worry. I'll try not to worry. She might think I was looking down on her if I did. So, I won't do it. I have faith in her. I trust her. But maybe it's because of my mounting anxiety, but for some reason, something doesn't seem quite right. Even though it's such a pleasant day, I can't quite shake the vague feeling that something's wrong. It feels as though I'm being watched. Almost as though we're not alone.
We're almost there.
Yeah, I guess we are. If Noelle hadn't pointed it out to me, tugging gently on my sleeve, I may not have noticed. Caught up in my worries, my feet carried me along the road automatically, as if on autopilot, almost as though I was asleep walking. Somehow, without my realization, Noelle and I have arrived at the familiar sign by the side of the road, welcoming us to our destination. The uncomfortable feeling curdling in the pit of my stomach still doesn't stop.
Hey, are you okay?
I'm making her worry. I don't want to make her worry. I need to try and get it together. This might be the last time I see her. We're supposed to be having fun. I don't want to ruin everything. I'm sorry. I was just spacing out. Must be because it's hot.
You have heat stroke?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. Noelle frowns, biting her lower lip.
Are you sure? We could go to the pharmacy if you want. Maybe we could buy you some sunscreen. Or a hat.
She's starting to sound like my mother. Although the two look dissimilar at a glance, they're alike in their own way. I attempt to smile. I didn't think a person who refused to eat breakfast would care about wearing sunscreen.
I don't. I never wear it.
Then why did you suggest it?
Because I don't care very much about myself, but I do care about you. I don't want you to get sick.
My face starts to turn light pink, but this has nothing to do with the weather. That's kind of you, really, but I'm fine.
Your face is red.
That's nothing. It'll go away by itself in a while. Don't worry about me so much. Rather, you should worry more about you. Noelle frowns.
Why? Was that a threat?
No.
Then you had a premonition?
Maybe. Or perhaps I'm just being paranoid. But that isn't what I meant either. It's just, I care about you too. You're really important to me, so, you don't need to think about me. I just wish you would think about yourself more. I want you to be able to take care of yourself.
But I don't need to.
Why not? A small smile lights up her face like a candle. Her arms behind her back, Noelle peers up at me from beneath her lashes. Her expression makes my heart skip a beat, as do the following words that fall from her lips.
Because I have you, silly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Tsuzumi. That was sudden.
I don't even know what to do with this lady. My. You just can't keep away, can you?
Tsuzumi glares up at me from over the counter, sitting down on her nail file with a small sigh. I'm sorry?
And you're apologizing just as much as before. What a nuisance.
I flush, turning my face away. I didn't intend to come back to the store, not after the nail-bitingly stressful experience that buying a present for Saki proved to be, but when I saw Noelle crying yesterday, I knew the perfect place to take her. A place she holds dear to her heart, which has never failed to cheer her up in the past. This small antique store, located in a rabbit warren of residential homes, far off from the main high street. Although it goes against my survival instincts. If relieving the shared memories Noelle and I have of this place could help lighten her mood, then I'd face anything. Anything. Even Tsuzumi's narrow-eyed glare, so cold it feels as though simply gazing upon it will freeze the blood inside my veins. I hope she isn't really a witch. I wonder if I poke around the store enough, if I'll unearth a little straw doll of a photo of my face pinned on it, stuck full of needles. Ugh. Now that would be pretty creepy. Noelle peers up at me curiously, blinking.
Atcchan, did you come back here recently?
Yeah. A few days ago, actually.
But why? I thought you didn't like this place all that much.
Huh. So even though you don't like it here, you still can't stop yourself from bothering me, can you, you little rat?
Well, I laugh awkwardly, running one hand through my hair. I wish Noelle wasn't always so open and honest. Sometimes I find it an honorable trait, and maybe even a little endearing, but I worry her inability to tell lies, even little white lies, which make social situations so much smoother, might be one day get me into serious trouble. That glare on Tsuzumi's face. If looks could kill, I'd be in a coffin 6 feet under by now. Well, it's not that I don't like it, it's just, my sense of aesthetics isn't very developed?
Huh. You could say that again. A little boy such as yourself could never understand the grace or charm of a true antique.
Yeah, it's true. But, I know that you have good taste, Noelle. And, I have other friends who have similar tastes. like my friend Saki. I came here the other day to buy a present for her.
Saki? You didn't mention her before.
Yeah. She's, just a friend. It's no big deal.
Huh. When men say it's no big deal, there's always something more to it than that.
You really think so?
No, there isn't more to it. She's really just a friend.
Of course you would say that.
Tsuzumi grins, leaning over the counter to give Noelle a pointed look.
A word of advice to you, sweetheart. Never, ever trust a man. His words are worth about as much as some of the junk here is.
As though punctuating her point, there's a loud crash. Gah! A mask hung up on the wall comes unhooked, falling to the ground with a clatter. I whimper, clutching my chest. For a second there, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Ha! Ha! Tsuzumi giggles, evidently amused at my plight. I guess seeing me almost ready to wet myself is worth the damage that was done to her stock. And speaking of her stock, are you sure you should be telling us this? Your potential customers, that the things in here aren't worth anything? Especially when she got so righteous about earlier.
Why should I care? I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not a lying liar who lies, unlike you.
I'm not telling lies.
Of course you're not. And Saki is really just a friend, right?
That's right. But please, don't make insinuations like that. You'll give Noelle the wrong idea.
Oh, it's all right, Atcchan.
It is?
That's right.
Noelle smiles, though it looks strangely forced.
You've already found a nice girl to spend the rest of your life with, then who am I to judge? I hope you have a pleasant marriage and your 1.32 children look beautiful.
What does that mean?
That's the statistical amount of children that each person has in a marriage.
1.32?
I think she's joking and it's very terrible.
Yeah, 1.32, like that, what? Well, whatever. Stop! Stop! Saki isn't my girlfriend, she's just a friend. And what's this about 1.32? Yeah, I know, right?
That's what I told you.
It's the number of average children that a Japanese family has.
Is that so? Noelle nods her head.
Mm-hmm.
I sigh, turning my head away. Maybe coming here was a bad idea after all. Even if she hasn't made a straw doll of me she can stick nails into, Tsuzumi is still doing an awfully good job at ruining my reputation. Shall we go and take a look around the store then?
I think I would like that. I like this place a lot.
Good. Then, let's go.
Yes, yes. Have fun looking around. And make sure you don't buy your new girlfriend the same gift as you bought your old girlfriend. That would be a serious social faux pas. What a bitch!
Wow! I just want to just
Punch her in the
God.
neck. Jesus.
But I don't hit girls, so you do that.
I'll punch her in the throat.
The two of us move away from the counter, entering into the dark depths of the store. It kind of makes me feel like an intrepid explorer, searching a vast Egyptian tomb for treasure. The further in we venture, the mustier everything smells. I can see most of dust dancing in the air, barely illuminated by the artificial lighting. Being hemmed in against all these display cabinets is making me feel claustrophobic. I worry I won't be able to breathe. I don't really know why Noelle likes this place so much. I just find it creepy. Noelle has bought a multitude of odd bits and pieces from this shop over the years. Mostly as old jewelry that she never wears, but she also purchased old sets of sepia-tainted photographs, stacked of ancient newspapers, battered wind chimes, and a music box with a jammed lock that doesn't open anymore. Didn't you ever go here without me?
No, I didn't.
Why not? You love it in here, don't you?
It's nice. Like a small planet, secluded from the rest of the world. It makes me feel at peace.
Well, I sure agree with the secluded part. But there's no reason why you couldn't come by yourself, is there? Noelle frowns.
It wouldn't be the same.
How do you mean?
I mean, I found this place on a walk with you. I went here for the first time with you. I've only ever been here with you. Going here alone wouldn't feel right. It would violate my memories and spoil the magic. Maybe.
I think I understand. I guess it's a sentimental reason, not a practical one. It doesn't take long before something catches Noelle's eye. It's a display cabinet. Noelle is standing in front of it like a small child, her eyes wide open. Inside the cabinet is arranged, with a certain amount of care, a group of dolls.
Ugh. Sorry. Those creep me the fuck out. Look at their eyes. They're like black holes.
This is unsettling.
Yeah, anyway, let's move on as fast as possible.
They look slightly more well kept than some of the other dolls in the store. These dolls all have been fortunate enough to retain both their eyes, and their hair is neatly tied back in ringlets, not a fuzzy mess exploding from the scalp. Their outfits, large dresses with drawers and petticoats, are well detailed, slightly rumpled. Sitting together like that, they look like a group of high-class Victorian ladies enjoying a spot of tea. Did you find anything you like? Noelle nods, a motion so slight one would notice if they weren't paying keen attention. Dolls? The dolls? Another nod. Which one in particular? Noelle looks about the displayed dolls, slowly, seriously, as though trying to decide which child to adopt. Finally, after a very long pause, she points towards her favorite. It's the doll sitting at the very left of the row. Her skin looks slightly paler than the rest, the light pink blush across her cheeks more subdued. Rather than smiling like her sisters, she instead looks worried with her eyes drooping and her mouth covered into a small frown. Her arms fall awkwardly at her sides. Her hands are chipped, and the thumb of her right hand is missing, but this doesn't deter Noelle. This doll's hair is very pale blonde, tied up in small curls. Her skirts are a warm yellow color, matching the hue of her hair. Her feet are encased in white ankle socks and little black shoes. This doll looks kind of sad, doesn't it? Noelle nods. Then why do you like it the most?
Because she looks sad.
That's why?
Yes. Because she is sad. I need to protect her, I think.
What do you mean, protect?
I mean, the other dolls look happy. Only this one looks sad. Maybe she's being bullied.
I thought they all looked like sisters.
Then her big sisters are bullying her. Maybe it's because she's missing her thumb. That's discrimination.
Her sisters might just be trying to cheer her up?
No, they're bullying her.
How do you know?
That's just what people do.
That's the kind of depressing viewpoint, isn't it? I have to do something to cheer her up. I wanted us to have a fun time together, after all. Fret not, milady. I start to talk in a ridiculously old-fashioned manner. Puffing out my chest, I clench my hand into a fist and place my hand upon my breast, trying to look noble. Noelle stares at me in confusion, her head tipped to one side.
What is it, Atcchan? Did you hit your head?
What? Shot down so quickly. Still, even though it's a little embarrassing, I can't back down now. I have been greatly touched by your purity of the heart, which worries so dearly for those other than myself. I'm starting to feel like a member of the French
Aristocracy.
Aristocracy now. Ugh. On account of your most gracious benevolence, I wish to lavish upon you a gift to reward you for your many virtues. If I were a character in a certain historical girls' manga, maybe roses would be blooming behind me by this point. Maybe, or on High School Host
Yeah, I was
One.
about to say you get some lens flares and some glitter.
So, as a token of my respect, I will bequeath upon you a certain amount of gold bullion, so that you may rescue this fair princess from captivity. Of course, I was a real member of the French aristocracy. This would end with my head being cut off, wouldn't it?
Yep.
What do you mean, Atcchan? I can't understand you when you talk weird like that.
Huh? You can't?
No, not a word.
That is the problem, isn't it?
It defies the purpose of having a conversation.
I mean, I'll buy you that doll if you want, since you seem to like it so much.
Oh,
Noelle's eyes grow wide. She looks at me, then the doll. Me, then the doll. The doll, and back to me.
thank you, Atcchan, but it is expensive. I wouldn't want you to spend so much money on me.
Expensive? Let me take a look. I examine the doll more thoroughly. Or, to be precise, I examine the price tag more thoroughly. And when I finally see it... What?
We could see his face for the first time.
My jaw drops open in horror. Surely that's way too many zeros at the end there. There must have been some kind of mistake. If I bought this, it'd clean me right out. I'd have no money left at all. But after I made such a spectacle of myself in front of Noelle, claiming I was going to buy it for her, I can hardly back down now. My face set, I walk towards the counter. Noelle follows along behind me.
Well, now, did you find anything you like?
Tsuzumi lifts her head and smiles, though her smile can't be called pleasant by any stretch of the imagination. I shiver. Why is it, every time I look at her face, I can sense such an obvious, almost overwhelming loathing? What did I do wrong? It's making me feel like a bad person simply for being in her store. I wonder if this is how she treats all her customers, or if it's special service for me alone. Yes, exactly. We did.
Oh? What is it?
One of the dolls in the cabinet down there. The one in the yellow dress. That's missing a thumb.
Not a pack of tarot cards this time, huh?
No. Not this time.
Huh. So I don't have to punish you for being a lazy boyfriend buying the same gift for all your girlfriends.
I guess not, no. Not that Noelle and Saki are my girlfriends. I don't think there's any point protesting this anymore, though. Tsuzumi clearly doesn't care.
Oh, what a pity. I need something to help work off my irritation.
You're irritated?
Of course. I have to waste my precious life sitting in here talking to brats like you. Who wouldn't be irritated?
And just like that, Tsuzumi directs her attention back to her fingernails, treating me with no more respect than would she give a garden vegetable. In fact, I think she's treating me with even less respect than a vegetable. I really don't want to be here. But how can I back down now? Noelle is relying on me.
Stand up for yourself, man. Don't let her be a bitch to you.
Hear ye! I told her I would buy that doll, and I can't break my promise. Besides, Tsuzumi's tasteless jokes about my new girlfriend have already done enough damage. I don't want to give Noelle any further cause for be disillusioned in me. I was interested in buying it, actually. Oh, I was interested in buying it, actually. Tsuzumi raised an eyebrow.
Were you now?
Yes, I was.
How funny.
As she starts to file her nails.
I don't even want to voice this bitch because I hate her so much.
It isn't funny. I really am interested in buying it, you know.
That's cute. But that doll is pretty expensive. Do you really think you'd be able to afford it with the pocket money your parents give you?
Ouch. It is expensive, it's true. I thought maybe you could reduce the price a little.
Oh, you are reaching, motherfucker. And why would I do that?
Because it's broken. I don't think selling broken stock for such a high price is a very, sensible idea.
You're right, it isn't sensible. But I don't care about making sensible deals.
Then, what's the point in owning a shop like this to begin with? How are you going to make any money?
It's rude to ask a lady such personal questions, Mr. Nosy. This is my shop, my stock, and I can do with it what I want.
Well, that's true, but...
I could even bludgeon you to death with that doll if I wanted to. Did you see your eyes? Oh, God.
I don't know if you could. That would be illegal.
As if something like that would stop me.
What a dangerous person. How can she cast aside the law so easily without a backwards glance? Maybe she really is something other than human. A vampire? No way.
And I'm only interested in selling these items to people who will take good care of them. Only people who are truly deserving can buy my merchandise.
But you let me buy those tarot cards the other day.
That was a one-off. I was busy and I wanted you out of my store as fast as possible. It seemed like a fair bargain.
Is my company really that insufferable?
It really is.
She replied without missing a beat, too. How cruel. So, you're not busy right now? Tsuzumi sighs, arms folded.
The project I was working on may have fallen through.
I cast my mind back a couple days ago. It's surprisingly harder to remember that than it should be. Maybe I tried to block that memory from my mind because it was too painful. Tsuzumi was drawing something, wasn't she? There was a load of paper spread over her desk, and she was busy fussing over it. I wonder what it was. You mean the thing you were drawing the other day?
That's right.
So... oh, so... she wasn't able to finish the thing she was working on, and now she's in a bad mood? Is that why she's being so confrontational?
But don't get me wrong, Shorty.
Huh?
Oh god.
Tsuzumi leans over across the counter, pinning me in place with a glare.
I'm not being rude to you because I'm in a bad mood. I'm being rude to you because I don't like you. Even if I just won the lottery, I'd still be rude to you because I'd still hate you. And I wouldn't want to sell you that doll then either. You got that?
I look down at the floor, my face flushing. Just what did I do wrong? Maybe buying that doll really will be impossible. I can't reason with Tsuzumi at all. Another part of being a man is knowing where to cut your losses, right? I think this fight was stacked against me from the start. Okay. Now out of that ordeal.
Oh dear.
That was rough.
I'm sorry. Like, I feel awful
That was rough.
for talking to you like that.
Oh my god, that lady.